going to do a proper tutorial on the bell curls. The curls that I'm going to do today, which we call the bell curls, is 5-minute curls. Now I'm going to take this step by step, so hopefully everyone gets it after this video. So what I have to use is the much loved Remington Shine Therapy. I adore this hair straightener. I have adored it long before I was even doing hair extensions. It doesn't pull at the hair and it is €60. So yeah, just love this guy. Obviously we are going to be using our Belle Brush. Personally for the bell curls, I recommend the original Belle Brush. So why I recommend the original is because of the size of it. So when you are brushing your curls out, you're going to get that big bouncy curl. We're also going to be using the Kevin Murphy bedroom spray. This is really nice because it's a powder spray, so it's going to give you that volume without that stickiness feeling. And we're also going to be using the Kevin Murphy Shimmer Shine. Look at that. So I love this because it gives a golden look to my hair. They also have a purple one, which is fantastic if you want to be blonde. So I have my hair straightened, and what we're going to be doing is taking it section by section. So what I find that people struggle the most with is, I call it the flick of the wrist, is getting that hair straightener round 360 degrees, or as Tommy Fury says, is it 560 degrees? So what we're going to do is we're going to have our hair straight down the back, and we're going to pull one section out to the front. When you have that done, you're going to get your finger and pop it in. Now, this is my natural hair here underneath. So I'm going to go up another section to make sure that I'm getting some hair extensions in there. And the reason being is, if you have hair extensions, you want them all to blend together. So just grabbing a clip, and I'm going to pop that guy up there. When you are curling, the best trick I can give you is to keep the front of the hair straightener always to the front. You'll see what I mean. So front of the hair straightener, 360, and back to the front of the hair straightener. Now, this is why I love this hair straightener. As you can see, it's not pulling on my hair at all. So once we get that curl, we're going to twist it. So all the curls are going the same direction. So I'm gonna pop the next section down and bring it to here. Once again, twist that guy over the head and pop it in there. So let's bring this one to the back. So I'm gonna do this really, really slowly for you guys. So front of the hair straightener, clamp, 360 and down. Now, the bell curls involve having the hair straightener going straight across like that, whereas a summer wave, you're bringing it down. But we want these to be really, really, really big, bouncy and full. So we're going to twist that there, bring it back. Once again, we're going to leave out these front guys because we don't want them to go too curly. We're just going to bring them back later on. Front of the hair straightener in, other hand, and twist and bring it down. Now, if you have hair extensions, I recommend holding them there so you don't want any unnecessary pulling on them. And just bring that guy right down. Now, can you see here where they're not together? That's where the twist comes into it, because we want to bring them all together. So when we brush them out, that's where you're getting your fullness. Now, you can see how quick this is when you actually have the hang of it. So, back up again. And you don't need to take small sections. So, we're going to split that in two. Bring that guy down. Hair straightener to the front. Oh. Bring it in. And around. Holding the hair as it's coming down. If you find at this stage your hair straightener is pulling or tugging at your hair, that's when you know you need to invest in a new one, because if it is, this is going to be much harder, because see, I can literally do one hand. That's not putting any strain on my extensions, but super careful. So we're going to hold them and you can see the beautiful curl that gives. So we're still keeping these guys to the front. Oh, a little straggler there. So once again, working our way up to the top. Now, this is my natural hair and these are my extensions. So I'm going to take out a bunch of natural hair. The reason being is, does anyone ever find when they're curling their hair and they try curl all these short bits into these longer pieces, that the short bits then stick out and you can actually see the divide between your hair and extensions? So I'll teach you how to not have that happen. So I'm going to do one big curl here. And I'm actually going to do 2 360s. Do you see that? And I'm just going to step it down, holding it and releasing it. So when we have that done, I am going to let this bit down and work on to the next bit. So I am back up on the other side of my hair to where my natural hair is. So we're going to pin that up. So I've left all, I call it the halo section of my hair out, and we're just doing the hair extensions. Now, I have more hair on this side of my head because my parting starts on this side. So you're gonna find if you have a parting that's not in the middle, that you're gonna have more hair on one side. If that is the case, I tend to take bigger sections on the side with most hair. Bring that down and curl. And twist. So we have gotten up to where all my natural hair is. So we're going to bring this forward and this forward. So we can see my natural hair. So now it's time to start curling then. So we're going to lift those guys up and make sure you have all of those little hairs. You want to try your best to avoid going over the curls a second time. So just make sure you have as much little guys like this one picked up. Now, this is where we're going to go down the way. So instead of across the way, we're going down the way. So, see how I've changed my technique there with the hair straightener. So you're not getting a huge bouncy curl, which is going to expose where your natural hair finishes and your extensions start. So once again, that's all of my natural hair. I'm going to split that guy on 2, leave the front bit out and down the way. And once again, this guy, we're going to go down the way. Can you see how this is starting to come together? So I don't like the curl on the front of my face coming up too much, so I always have it sitting just around my eye where it starts. So same with this side. So let's grab all that natural hair. Have I any more left back there? Nope, that's blending pretty well. So once again, and twist down the way. So. And same here again. Twisting down the way. Now, so all these little guys here underneath, I'm gonna leave them because I don't want them to pop up too much. So this is a hard bit when you get to the front because you don't want to twist in the way. So that's where you're grabbing like this and you're changing your technique. So the hair is curled heading towards the back of the room rather into your face. Now, when I pull those forward, see these guys? Just a little twist, nothing major. And that's how you want your hair to be sitting. Now, I personally recommend to go in with your original Belle Brush before you go in with any product. So wait a minute or two because I can feel that that's still hot. Therefore, that's still setting. So it's just until it all cools down. So this side is obviously the part, oh, I see a little guy. Now, instead of going crazy, we're literally just gonna give it a, and that's enough to blend it. So, wait till you see this. So can you see straight away how much thicker the Belle Brush is making those curls? The reason why it's making those curls look so much fuller is the length of the bristles. So our nylon bristles are really, really long, so they get right into your hair. That's why they're great for knotty hair. But also, these guys here are called boar bristles. And the more you use the brush, the more they spread, which is giving you a really, really, really good brush. So, in like that. And because of the curve, you can go right in on your extensions. Now, can you see how those guys look so much fuller than the curls that haven't been brushed out yet? And it just gives that really, it's almost like a big bouncy blow dry look. So, I'm gonna go on this side, same goes again. And I'm brushing down and out, and down and out, and down and out. And don't forget those front bits there as well. So, now we've gotten our desired look, I'm gonna go in with some product. Love this guy. And it smells amazing. So, give it a good shake. Now, this is my natural hair underneath, so I'm gonna spray that in there and run my hands through it to blend my natural in with my own hair. Sorry, to blend my natural hair in with the extensions. The same here, and we're gonna get rid of any flyaways. Now, when your fringe is sitting down like that, we want to create more of a Hollywood wave. So we're going to pick the natural hair out, we're going to give it a spray, and we're going to go in with the Baby Belle. Now, the reason why I love the Baby Belle is it's flexible. So it's actually fantastic for backcombing. So I'm gonna lift this guy up, brush that product in, and we're just going to push down the hairs at the very front and at the sides. So, hand in. Now, you can see straight away, that's giving me a lot of volume. So, we're just gonna smooth that over with the Baby Belle. Once again, a little bit of product in there. And we're gonna run our hands back into it. So see now how that's giving it a really nice just lift on it. So with this guy, I don't want the lift, I want it sitting back the way. So we're gonna grab this down from the front, spray it there, and same in with your Baby Belle. And we're just gonna push those little guys in there to give some volume. So see the way we've got some volume there? And once again, in with the hand, sitting back the way and smooth away all of those little baby hairs. And that is the final look. So these are the Belle curls, just a really, really nice, big, bouncy curl that you can do in minutes, and they will last for days. really hope you enjoy that. I'll certainly be doing more of them. Anything you want to see, let us know and I will certainly try my best.